been that impressed with them. They're like I said, realistically, it's a quarter wave antenna, and the whole hoop and all of that is just a matching network for another quarter wave below it. It's kind of like even the Vector 4000s they claim is a three-quarter wave. It's a J-pole antenna, which is technically a half wave over a quarter wave matching stuff. So that bottom quarter wave does you absolutely nothing. Just that top half wave does.
Right, Joe, over the half, over the quarter, over the quarter, over the half. I don't know. I probably should just get another damned, I don't know, Mako 5/8 or something. I don't know.
Mako is a great antenna. I mean, quality is decent. I'm not going to say it's the best thing, but it's decent. And, any of these bigger name brand antennas, they might do a little better. I'm not 100% on the Mako being a true 5/8 wave. I think it's a little less than 5/8. It works. It works very well. It works better than an Antron. It still works a little less than an IMAX.
That's what I've been talking on recently, is just my little Antron. Just looking for something a little better than the Antron. I wanted an IMAX, but I don't know. I kind of want to go back to metal.
Roger. Yeah, I heard somebody else in there too. But yeah, my suggestion would be, an IMAX is a great antenna. They are what they are, and they work well. Only wrong, the Colossal is a good 5/8. The regular Mr. Coil Enforcer is a .64 wave. The Stereo, the Tornado is a great antenna. It's just really cheaply made. It's 24 feet long. The other one that's pretty good that I've heard of is the Stereo 827. It's also 24 feet long, and it's supposedly a lot thicker aluminum and a lot better constructed. I have not personally tried one of those, so I don't know. I love my Stereo Tornado. I'm not going to lie. That's why I went and spent the money on the Mr. Coily. Because the Mr. Coily is an exact replica of the Tornado, except, just supersized, just a quality build. They didn't work any difference. I personally didn't see any difference between my IMAX and the Coily.
Did you have any water intrusion with your Tornado, or did it just break where the plastic part is?
Nope. So I bought, I think, 10 of those things back years ago. I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, whatever. There was some deal, and I needed to order like 5 of them for other people anyway. And basically, I ordered like 6 of them, I got 4 free. The price dropped so much, whatever it was. The only one that I know, well, there's 2 still up from that particular order. Traveler is running one, which still looks pretty decent, but that's only been put up. It was taken out of the box about 2 years ago. Stingray still has his, and that was one of the original ones I sold, and he's had it up for quite some time. Other than that, most all of them I know of have all bent. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Regal is running my old Tornado from my house that got bent, and I cut it off my tower. It don't look good, but he's still running it. But yeah, they all bent like the second section up. They bent at like a 30-degree angle after that second section. The aluminum was very thin. Cobra's gone through a couple of them, and he had one that looked like a question mark, and I have no idea how it looked like that, but that thing looked like it got ran over by a Mack truck, and it was like 60 feet in the air.
Yeah, no shit. Wow, yeah. I know quite a few people have run them Tornadoes. That was another thought, but I'm kind of done messing around with the cheap antennas. I'm thinking Mr. Coily or somewhere along that line.
Yeah, like I said, I personally love the Tornado. I just didn't like the build quality of it, but I love the antenna, and that's why I went with a Coily, just because it's basically the same thing. I really like my Colossal that I run too, so yeah, there's a bunch of them. I gotta finish posting my results. I actually posted some pictures today that I found on my phone before I deleted shit. And I wrote what I had for antennas that I've tried so far, and I know I've missed a few, but I got them all written down and documented. And I'll tell you what, for the most part, the normal average CBer is not going to notice a big difference if they stick to about the same antenna. The half waves all acted like half waves. The quarter waves all acted like quarter waves. And the 5/8 or the .64, the 24-foot long ones, there was negligible differences. You really weren't seeing a difference. I mean, build quality, there was a difference between antennas, but as far as what they did for receive and transmit, you would have to be so on the hairy edge to really see a difference that, like I said, I personally, I chalked up the difference as being atmospheric stuff at the time. I couldn't even say there was enough of an edge to give one a better review or not.
No, I saw that post, and I think the same time you tried your SideBuster, I put one up. Man, I was shocked with the results out of that thing.
So that's some things I haven't posted yet, because I didn't get to the writing part. I was just going through my phone today while I was at work, and I had to delete. I had to do a map dump off my phone because I couldn't take any more pictures of shit. But the SideBuster, it was 2 dB down from everything else for local. My Antron was 2 dB above it. The IMAX was about 4 dB above it. Everything else was well above it. But for Skip, that quarter wave antenna for Skip, that thing did better than any other Omni I had, and it actually compared with my stacked 5-element beams. Like it was neck and neck with my beams, and it blew away any other Omni for Skip.
Yeah, I kind of had the same results. Yeah, no doubt.
For what is like a $50 brand new antenna or whatever they are now, I mean, that thing was amazing if you wanted to talk DX. Like I said, locally, yeah, it dropped off really hard, really fast. Like there was a big difference for local talk. That's why personally, quarter wave antennas, I stay away. But for Skip, thing was just, I'm going to put it back up this summer just for Skip. I'm going to go put it on like a 20-foot piece of pipe or something. I don't even care if it's high. I'm just going to go stick it out back and run some coax to it just for DX. All right, I'll shut up. I know it's almost time to get started. I didn't mean to hog the channel. Good evening, Paranoid, Steel Toe, and anybody else out there. I just heard somebody way down in there. I do believe Floyd was going to get us started, so I am going to shut up for a few minutes. Holy but Jesus, what the hell is in Greenville? I say that like I actually know what Greenville is. I have no idea. Good evening, Mr. Floyd. How goes it on this beautiful Friday eve? Yes, I want to check in through you tonight. Floyd, Screwdriver, checking in.
Hello. Bone crusher checking in. Thank you, sir. I'll let you get back at it. Hey Ford, I got a good copy on you down here in Bodenham. You got steel toe. You can get me checked in there, bud. Appreciate that, brother.
Anybody else want to check into Maine SideBanders? Anybody else want to check into Maine SideBanders? Let's go, Willie. Negative. Nobody else calling out that I could hear. It's pretty quiet, so I'm assuming there's nobody else. We got them all at this point, unless somebody else joins in the next few minutes until 8 p.m.
See how he is?
Tempo on that radio band and his rigid schedule.
Yes, gotta keep to the schedule for sure. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I mean, I couldn't quite hear. I didn't hear Snowman. Rascal kind of faded off. I don't know where he was. He said not Greensboro, but fucking somewhere up there, Greenwood. Guilford. Okay. Well, either way, I didn't hear him.
Yeah, it's on the way to Greenville.
It sounds like it's up in the middle of nowhere to me.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Take a left at boom fuck, who knows where. All right, I like it.
10-4 on the safety beacon.
Screwdriver, are you checking in people? Are you checking in folks for the SideBanders?
Yeah, definitely don't know which way you gotta go. Radio Man will be checking in people momentarily. I know Floyd is out there and he was checking people in, but if you want to check in ahead of time, I'm sure I can get you written down. But yeah, so what's going on?
Not too much. Bear, Cumberland, waving a small hand. I'm hearing Paranoid pretty good down here today.
Roger. Well, I'll let you make a contact with Paranoid. He's doing pretty well. And yes, I assume Radio Man will be on. I think he's listening right now, or he's got his live feed started. But yeah, I don't even know what time it is, but I know he'll be starting very shortly.
Yeah, 7:34. Sounded good, Mr. Paranoid. Sounded good down here.
10-4 on that there. Yes, I'm surprised I'm here to do pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I'm no longer a mud duck there, buddy. No, you're sounding good. Well, it helps that everything else is relatively quiet, but I think this is probably the best I've heard you.
Roger that. Yeah, absolutely. No, I've heard you up here as well.
Yes, we copy you.
Yeah, go ahead, Paranoid. Frank in Portland, you said?
Oh, Greg down there in Portland. Greg, I think you're a little off frequency, too.
Greg in Portland. There you go. Greg in Portland. I got you.
Yeah, Greg down there in Portland there, Paranoid.
Otherwise known as not Jim.
Sorry about that.
Yes, not Jim. And we got Jim checked in on the GMRS check-in, and he must have had his antenna pointed in the wrong direction, because he was sounding awful scratchy.
You tell Jim to log into the app right now. I made sure it's on a separate antenna, and I made sure to go change the frequency. So if he logs into the app right now, he could get on the CB and check in with us.
I will. I'm going to message him that. I'll message him that right now.
The best net ever. What are you running down there, Greg?
Roger that. Well, if you were using the QT40, at least I'd know you'd be on frequency.
Yeah, talk to me for a little bit, Greg. Oh, shit, I'm moving my dial as I'm speaking, but talk to me for a couple of seconds.
All right, I'll talk to you. Tell me how far we are. About 100 low. Bring it up to 27. Let's see. How the fuck am I doing? If you're low, you're on 895 right now. Go up to 8951.
See if you remember how to push that shift button and get over that far.
That's so far away. 8951.
That sounds pretty good to me. I'll let Bear and Paranoid get in there, but I think that sounds pretty damn good.
Yep, that's you, Greg. You sound like yourself, not like Kermit the Frog here.
Hard to believe a flying crafted Ranger RCI 2995.
Well, I never.
Right out of the box, the babies are off.
I think you'll let it warm up.
It's funny. I don't know with that one, but usually when I find my Galaxies and Rangers warm up, they actually get lower in frequency. They start off a little high and then they drift down. Been so quiet out with Skip, we probably could have held it on regular 37 tonight.
Is this any better?
Definitely louder. A little more bass here. Sounds good. Sounds like it's on.
Yeah, this is the Devil radio.
Oh, the Devil radio. I mean, the other one sounded good after you went up. It was fine. But that one definitely seems to have a little bit more audio. I don't know where you had the other one set, but that one seems a little bit fuller sounding. The audio is definitely bassier, more full.
One of those +3s, you know?
Those are great sideband mics. They just have that compression, that natural compression built into it. They're a bassier mic anyway. Yeah, that thing sounds good.
Take 4 on the +3, yes sir. It's definitely a good one.
What are you running tonight, Paranoid? The normal Yaesu?
10-4 on the normal, yeah. That's the regular Yaesu with the SB220.
Roger, Roger. Well, that SB220 is definitely working.
Have a good night.
What? You leaving already?
Yep, I'm here at work.
Oh, man. What time are you going to go in for?
I go in for 8.
Roger.
Talking to?
Usually myself.
I like talking to myself.
Hey, Floyd, you still in there? You listening, Floyd? Hello, 1, 2. Let me see here real quick. Hello, 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 hello. Maybe a little bit more beans there. And maybe turn off the echo. How about that?
Try it again, radio man.
Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Hello.
No, you sound good. I just had to turn off my noise blankers and the preamp. My noise blankers on this will definitely make you sound, it just kind of protects the front end and you sound a little wonky, but with them off you sound perfect.
Okay, yeah, I was just checking to see if Floyd was in there, if he was hearing me before I get started. I'm going to give it a few more minutes, but that's all.
He was in there a few minutes ago. He said he had 8 check-ins. I know he said he seen your live was going. I don't know if you were listening, but yeah, I believe he had 8.
Yeah, I ate dinner kind of late tonight, so I fired up the live. So I just saw a message flash up on my screen. But anyways, yeah, I started it early and I just got down here just a minute ago. But I did put it on the ticker. I don't know if anyone reads. I have a ticker. I basically said, I'm not here. And then there's a camera, me in the shack. And I figured maybe people get the clue if they saw the chair empty.
Roger. Yeah, it was actually, I tried my Excel on this laptop, which isn't my normal laptop because it's outside. We're doing the Discord thing, and I was like, "Fuck, this one doesn't do the automatic drop down yet. I gotta remember how to friggin'. I think I have to update Teams or some shit on here to get Excel to do it." But yeah, just playing around, and yeah, he was definitely out here doing his thing. So I'll be quiet. I know Paranoid's out there, so get a little talking in before it's time. So I will shut up. Oh, go ahead. Oh, we still have a few minutes, but certainly. Who's this? 10-4, Mr. Gravedigger. Yep, Radio Man hasn't started doing his normal roll ends. You got Screwdriver here, but good hearing you, and I will definitely make sure you get added to the list. So, yeah, how are you doing, man? Yeah, your little net went really well this weekend for your first one. That was a good job. Roger.
He can't hear me. I can hear him.
Oh, you can hear him, Paranoid?
Yeah, I got my ears on tonight.
I guess so. Gravedigger, can you hear Paranoid?
Hello, Mr. Gravedigger. Can you hear Mr. Paranoid?
Can't hear either one.
10-4. Somebody said can't hear either one, but I heard Gravedigger trying to come back to me. 10-4, you can hear me. Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Just barely. You made it my noise level. It's pretty good for an indoor antenna all the way from downtown Lewiston. 10-4, yeah, well, hopefully, yeah, I put my ears on for you tonight. How's that? All right, well, have a good night there. See ya, Gravedigger. Nice to hear ya. I know, I'm surprised I could hear you on an indoor as well. I heard the larger beep a few times, and then I started listening, and I could hear your modulation. Hey, Rascal, I can hear you. Where you at? I couldn't hear what he said. I can't hear the town, Statesville or something. That's not right. 10-4 on Moosehead. He's at Moosehead Lake. Yeah, he's in Greenville, I guess. Moosehead Lake. Absolutely. I got Rascal from Moosehead Lake. All right, 10-4. Mr. Paranoid's taking a break. I got to go smoke one after that. That's a long trip. But now my ears are getting tired. I gotta smoke one. I'll be back.
which way we went.
Don't hear me, Greg Bob. Where'd everybody go?
Stop that.
Oh, somebody's in there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get started here. Well, let's see. What's the clock on the wall say? 7:59. I suppose it's close enough. All right, you guys ready to get Maine SideBanders started here or what? Let it roll. Let it roll. All right, welcome to Maine SideBanders, and thanks to Floyd tonight helping out. He got a little started a little early, grabbed some of the stations up north, and I heard a few of you guys in here kind of checking things out before we get started. So that's good. And the only thing I wanted to start off with is just to remind you guys that Maine CB, Maine SideBanders, we're going to be doing a meetup at Ming Lee in Waterville. It's on 365 Main Street, Waterville. That's on June 9th. at 1 p.m. So doing a meetup, Mingley in Waterville, June 9th at 1 p.m. We'll do like a talk-in on 26.855 a.m. And like I said, just going to be lunch, drinks, socializing, and if you guys have any tailgating or whatever you want to do, prearrange with people before you get there, that too. So hope to see everyone there. Everyone's welcome, and just no drama. Leave the drama at the door. So just wanted to get that out there first. I'll stand by a second. I had a long key up there. All right, so I'm gonna grab the guys down in New Hampshire real quick before I grab everyone else in Maine. So stand by a second. Hey, how about it? 333. You got a copy on the radio, man? 333 down there in Lee, New Hampshire. You got a copy? Yeah, if you wouldn't mind there, 333, put a call out for anyone down there in New Hampshire for Maine SideBanders. I would appreciate it if you could.
I can do that. Anybody for the Maine SideBanders down here in New Hampshire want to check in? Go ahead. Let's go. Hold on 1 second, Joey. Ron, try that again. You and Joey keyed up together. I don't know if you copied 621 in Rochester, Ron. Anybody else from Maine SideBanders down here in New Hampshire want to check in? Step up. Copy that. Radio Man 113, Gonzo in Rochester.
All right, copy that. Yeah, I got you. Direct, I heard. I got Joey Cheesecake and Epping. I got 621 in Rochester and Gonzo in Rochester, if I remember correctly, if I got that right. I don't know if I missed anybody. I was just kind of listening along there.
No, nobody else is keyed up. Anybody else from Maine SideBanders want to key up? Bring it on. I think we're good for now, Radio Man. If anybody else keys up, I'll get them up there.
Yeah, I appreciate that, 333. Like I said, I was copying just about everyone here directly on the list. All right, appreciate that. Maine SideBanders, anyone down there, York County, Maine SideBanders, come now. Oh, I just heard Cyclops there. Is that Cyclops? Was that you I just heard? All right, no problem. One more call. One more call. York County for Maine SideBanders. York County. All right, nothing heard on York County. How about Oxford County? Oxford County for Maine SideBanders.
333, I say. 333.
333. All right. I didn't recognize the voice. Where is 333?
Oxford.
Okay, so this is Fix It now. We're using 333.
I've always been 333.
Okay, well, usually you just say Fix It, so that's why I was inquiring. All right, anyone else for Oxford County, Maine SideBanders? All right, no one else. How about Cumberland County? Cumberland County for Maine SideBanders.
Portland.
Oh, this is not Jim in Portland. Did I get that right? Because all I heard was Portland.
That would be correct.
Okay, thank you very much for Greg in Portland. Anyone else? Cumberland County for Maine SideBanders.
Oh, Floyd might already have me checked in, but Screwdriver, checking in.
We got you down, Screwdriver. We're using the new logging program tonight. So far, so good. So far, so good. We got you down. Anyone else? Cumberland County for Maine SideBanders. Cumberland County.
Yeah, Maniac and Wyndham.
Okay, we got Maniac and Wyndham. Come back one more time so I can get your signal, too, real quick. Just say something.
Yeah, I'm just running barefoot right now.
Copy that. We got you S8 over here on the Barefoot Radio. All right, Cumberland County for Maine SideBanders. Cumberland County. All right, hearing nothing else, we're going to jump up to Androscoggin County for Maine SideBanders. Androscoggin County.
I will check Tasman in. He told me to check him in. He'll be on later.
All right, copy that on the Taz. We'll get that one down. Androscoggin County for Maine SideBanders.
Skywalker and Lisbon.
Okay, we got Skywalker in Lisbon, and apologize, Skywalker. One more time, I'm going to mark down what I got for a signal on you.
Yeah, it's going to be a good evening tonight for sure.
Copy that. I got you S7 over here, Skywalker. All right, Androscoggin County for Maine SideBanders. Usually we get quite a few, you guys, so I'll do one more call. Androscoggin County for Maine SideBanders.
Do know right before you started, Gravedigger was in there talking. You checked in.
I did mark him down. I was copying the mail there. All right, Sagadahoc County for Maine SideBanders. Oh, it's Clearwater. What is going on with you, sir? How you don't actually have the wood stove running tonight? You'd be breeding sheep over there.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Clearwater. Thanks for stopping by. Who else we got for Sagadahoc County on Maine SideBanders?
You got Ron checking in.
Runt, how you doing? How you doing this evening? Thanks for stopping by, Runt.
Oh, pretty good, and thanks for having us.
Oh, appreciate it. And welcome. Sagadahoc County for Maine SideBanders. Sagadahoc County. All right, not hearing anything else. We're going to move right along. Kennebec County. I got a nasty comment card about this one, so Lincoln County. Rascal's
not in here tonight, but Mr. Paranoid is.
Yes, I did hear Rascal is mobile up in Greenville. Did I hear that right? And we got you down, Paranoid. Sounded good tonight over here. We got you down.
No, Rascal, yes, I spoke to Rascal. He is in Greenville at Moosehead Lake.
Well, I'm glad he got the check-in. Someone was able to copy the check-in. I wasn't here, but I heard it when I was upstairs. All right. Did I do Kennebec County? I don't remember. I did. Franklin County. All right, last call. Anyone that would like to check in, any place, anywhere, any gender, sex, religion, anywhere. Maine SideBanders. All right, we copy 207 and mine it. And using Screwdriver's handy dandy little logger here. And 207, one more time. I just wanted to check your signal, 207. All right, copy that. We got you down here. We're going to try something different when I post the list tonight. All right, another call for anybody, anywhere, Maine SideBanders. Anyone that would like to get in that didn't get in, we'll continue to take them the rest of the night before I hand it over. Anyone else? I think that's the last of it. So just want to say thank you to everybody being patient, and you guys we do a pretty good job not keying on everybody, and everyone's doing a pretty good job. Everyone's on frequency and sounding good. So anyways, yeah, I guess we'll just let things rip and get it started. Well, we already got started, but you know what I mean.
Hello, anybody up here on the coast, up north, want to check in on Maine SideBanders? Anybody else want to check in? Hello? 2020 waving from down there. I was thinking people up north are here on the coast maybe or something like that they can't quite hear Radio Man. Maybe they could hear me. Roger, absolutely. No, you're coming in really good tonight yourself. I'm not sure what you're running, but I'm running pretty much the same
must be enjoying the weather.
Therefore, the Barefoot Radio. I got a little help, that's for sure.
Thanks, Paranoid. I didn't think of that. Should have had you put out a call, too, because you're up the coast. Thank you.
Roger, absolutely. No, and nobody else checked in that I could hear right off Radio Man. I mean, sometimes we get the guys up in Kenduskeag or other places that I can hear.
No, yeah, not a problem. Like I said, appreciate you doing that, because I didn't think of it.
No, negative. This is my SP220.
Checking in.
We got you, Regal.
I'm sure you just heard that. 2167, Regal, checking in.
Hey, Regal, one more time on that radio. I'll mark down your signal.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask for a signal check because I made a correction over here since the last transmission. Looking for audio signal check. 2167.
Yeah, I got you S5 going up to S7. Are you running an amp or anything tonight, or is that just the radio?
Oh, running my normal little 100 beans or whatever behind the radio, the same radio I've been running.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I got you S5, and you're hitting about S7 on peaks.
The difference is I've raised my antenna up probably another 15 feet or so from what it was from one of the last transmission I had last week, so I'm up a little bit higher with the antenna.
Well, there you go. That's improvement. Fix It can hear you now.
Just saying I was sounding good.
Sounding good, Rigo in Lisbon.
10-4, sounding good in Lisbon. Love it.
Yeah, 029 Floyd, you hearing him?
I believe I'm hearing Floyd. Is he hearing me? Roger there, 20-yard. I got a copy on it, no doubt about it. My ears are back at your direction now, and I got a little bit of height up. So, yeah, that's good. All right, I'll step back in, let everybody flow here a minute. I don't know if you guys are still doing check-ins. I was a little late to the scene there, but yeah, just wanted to check in real quick. I'll be listening.
Yeah, we're all set with check-ins, so whatever you guys want to talk about or whatever, if you guys want to talk antennas or got questions or whatever, yeah, go right ahead. We'll take check-ins as they roll, but go ahead, you guys.
All right, I got a suggestion. How many coat hangers does it take to make a half
333
wave?
and Lee. I hear 333 and Lee up here.
Depends upon the length of your coat hanger.
10-4 on 333 in Lee. I hear him up here in Waldoboro.
I can just about make out what you're saying.
10-4. Nice to hear 333 from Lee, New Hampshire. Mr. Paranoid, 269. Waldoboro, Maine.
All right, I'm going to sit back here and listen. I can just about make you out. Radio man, you're blowing smoke down here tonight, by the way.
10-4, Radio Man blowing smoke tonight.
Squish!
Squish? Well, I figured if I didn't have any ears, I ought to at least have some mouth behind me.
I like to hear him blowing smoke down there. I hear 333 good too. So, what was your suggestion, Maniac? Fix It keyed up at the same time. I was asking about coat hangers or something. Making a half wave. How many coat hangers make a half wave? What'd you say, Maniac?
I said, hold on, the goddamn phone's ringing. That Tasman calling. I said it depends upon how long your coat hangers were. But my suggestion was the next time we have a meetup, that we have it at the Tractor Supply, like we was talking last week.
Oh, well, yeah, they were talking. So, maybe they were talking. I thought I heard a conversation about Harbor Freight. Was there one about Tractor Supply, too?
Well, that's what I meant, Harbor Freight.
Will you tell Taz to put a cork in it? We're talking right now.
I know, I'm trying to talk on the fucking radio. I mean, what the fuck?
Taz, get on the radio, goddammit. Well, apparently, Floyd, I don't remember if it was Floyd, somebody said that Ming Lee is right next to the Harbor Freight. They're right next to each other. So when you're done filling up on Crab Rangoons, you can walk over to the Harbor Freight.
I heard you in there, Pipeline. Go ahead. Oh, it's Screwdriver. What is going on, man? Roger. Yeah, I got it going through the computer under some other program that I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so it's just rolling through it. Roger, Roger. I just wanted to make sure, I know there's some other people talking, but I just wanted to make sure you were acknowledged, and good evening, sir. Roger, Roger. Radio man will make sure you're written down. Pipeline in Rumford.
Yeah, copy that. We got Pipeline in Rumford.
Holy fuck, a guy couldn't find us. He didn't know what channel we were on.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, I could have stamped it to his ass and he still wouldn't have found us.
Yeah, it's the that's what I meant. Not Tractor Supply, but Harbor Freight. Have the next meetup at Harbor Freight. Oh, the new one?
I mean, I like it. Why not?
Yeah, we get past this one here coming up here in June, and the next one we'll have to find a Harbor Freight.
Good evening, good evening. Yes, I got a copy on your Joey cheesesteak. Yeah, you're cranking up here in New Gloucester for sure.
Yeah, I can hear you, Joey Cheesecake. Go ahead. Yeah, is that on the Serial 2016 antenna? Well, it's doing something because you went from me not hearing you to actually hearing you now, so that's something. Holy smokes, barely. I guess I gotta fix that.
Yeah, pump it up, pump it up.
Did I miss check-in?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but we missed you too, so it's okay.
Christ.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Go ahead for Androscoggin County check-ins.
Swiper and Auburn's.
I got Swiper and Auburn written down, giving me a 3.
Are we not going to acknowledge that Fix-It told Swiper to shut up, stupid?
Oh, fuck. No, that's awesome, though.
He didn't even get it right.
I didn't hear him. He didn't mean it. Can't we all just get along?
I was just trying to be politically correct.
I like it. Good evening, Mr. Swiper.
Good evening.
Good evening, Swiper.
Good evening, Mr. Fairnoy.
So I don't know. I know there was a get-together that might have been canceled for this weekend for a barbecue and some cornhole or something. But I was just kind of getting everybody's thoughts. What would you think about doing something like that? Like, I would have no problem putting it on here if we wanted to do almost like a little field day thing. I mean, people could bring tables if they want to get rid of some equipment or have it in the back of their vehicles, barbecue, cornhole, whatever. I know some people don't like going to other people's houses because it's, whatever. It can feel weird, I guess. But I was just kind of curious on getting some people's opinions. I would have no problem doing like a little swap meet / you want to set up an antenna out back, field day, just shooting the shit, hanging out. But what's everybody's thoughts?
I
think that's a great idea.
I need to know that.
Only naked spooning, that's all. No, we need some naked croquet or something like that.
Hi, guys in the chat. I apologize. I see I got messages here, and I don't know if you guys are still here. When I get started with roll call, it's hard for me to follow the chat because I'm logging everyone on the computer. So right now, this is just going out to the internet so you guys can hear it. So I just want to say, acknowledge Popcorn if he's still in there. Victor over on YouTube. The Commander, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Thank you, Victor. Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo's at work, so he's listening. UDX 122. Hello. Yeah, like I said, sorry guys. I got people sending me messages on Messenger, and I'm just now, as things are settling down, I'm checking messages. I do try to monitor the chat, but when I'm doing roll calls, I literally operate with 2 computers and 3 monitors. It's I should probably take a picture and post it. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, back to the radio.
Yeah, Scooter, like I said, I think it's a good idea. You have plenty of room and plenty of yard.
And you got a 2-holer, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's always the problem is, having the parking for a lot of people in a lot of places, you know what I mean? It's like, man, how many vehicles can you get in there? And, it can be a pain in the ass. Obviously we have our one coming up here in a couple of weeks, so we're not trying to put anything in on that or anything. I still want to try to do a fox hunt this summer sometime. That is definitely on the plans that I want to set up or help set up or whatever, whoever wants to be involved. But we're thinking like a poker run fox hunt, where we have 5 different transmitters in 5 different places within a 20-mile radius, and you get a playing card at each one, and then you come back to a meeting place, here, wherever, and see who has the best hand, and whatever, have some donated to give away or just for fun.
Christ, I got a shitload of parking over here.
Yeah, it'd be a good spot to set up. Everybody be able to get out like a motherfucker over there.
Yeah, I definitely don't have to be here. We could do it anywhere. If there's plenty of parking, I do know after this get-together, I'd like to do one down south area towards the New Hampshire line or Portland or the Cheesecake Factory in Boston or wherever the fuck it is.
The only thing I can think of right offhand would be a bathroom for everybody.
Yeah, that's my hang-up. I mentioned it to the wife. I was going to do one here, but she said, I don't think our septic tank can take it.
Oh, I got a big tree. He must have a big tree at his house.
Yeah, Taz ain't got a big tree. Piss in the field all the time anyway, so what the hell?
I'll bring the bumper dumper, putting the 2-inch Reese hitch.
I'll bring the donkey dick.
Oh, Screwdriver, you don't have a bumper dumper?
I don't, but I have used one. Well, I used to have one. My fat ass broke it.
Oh no!
No, I didn't break it taking a shit. I broke it sitting on it and have somebody driving me down a trail, and you only took so many bumps sitting on it going down a road.
Wear a helmet so you didn't bang your head off the tailgate?
I knew I should have put a handle on it. It would have been better if you could have turned it around, Radio Man. So you actually had a backrest and you were facing towards the front of the vehicle. You kind of had to straddle it and set it up or whatever, but at least you'd have the tailgate to hang on to.
They tell me that's how I learned how to walk.
I'm going to get one. I'm going to have somebody help me fertilize my field.
Blake.
Go ahead, Ray Steve.
How you guys doing? Did I miss check-in?
Oh, you never miss check-in. Check-in goes till at least Radio Man signs off till at least 10. So, yes, no, you're sounding good. Now, I think Radio Man's trying to get a little bit of a signal report. So, yeah, we're going to let him go.
Yeah, go ahead, Race T. There's no real rules on here. We do it in the beginning, but anyone that shows up, we'll take people in. But go ahead, Race T.
Yeah, I got kind of busy tonight and forgot, to be honest. I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh my God, check in.
Yeah. Did Andy get any good pictures of the Aurora Borealis? I imagine must have been out that night. I was out.
Hey, Radio Man, you got Andy here too. Yeah, we saw the Aurora. That was pretty awesome. Spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh, from what I'm hearing, there's going to be more opportunities to see it. So, if you didn't see it, there'll be more. The only thing I thought was funny is that they didn't tell people, at least that I didn't hear, that you could actually see it better through your cell phone. And if you set up your cell phone to take a slow exposure picture, it came out really good.
Yeah, it was a little tricky. I kept snapping pictures. I didn't care whether I got it or not. I was hoping I got it. Because you couldn't really see too much with the naked eye. You could see a little bit. But as soon as you snap the picture is when you got all the colors.
Yeah, that's kind of what I didn't realize that. And maybe it was said somewhere, but I didn't. Someone said, oh, so I went in my phone and I set it to take a slow exposure, and it was like, your phone definitely picked up a lot more. And yeah, but there'll be more. I mean, there'll be more. So if you missed it, it was kind of neat, though. It's definitely done a number on the bands, though. Holy crap. I mean, the bands have been all out of sorts.
Yeah, I think a lot of things have been out of sorts, even my work computer and my cell phone. But yeah, the next night, Saturday night, Andy pulled out my camera for me. I went to take pictures with that Canon. Nope, didn't get nothing good.
Oh, no. All right. Oh, by the way, Swiper, if you're listening, I did mark you down earlier. I don't know if I acknowledged that.
What am I giving you for a signal over there tonight?
I got you. It looks like an S9 here. S9.
Envelope.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him down here. I'm using Screwdriver's little logging program he made up here. It's the only thing I got to figure out is that it'll give you the suggestion as you start typing in the handle. But if I hit enter, I want it to take the suggestion. It's not taking the suggestions. There's got to be a setting in here. I just got to mess with it. But it makes it a little easier trying to get everyone in.
Yeah, the only thing you got to make sure you do is on the second sheet. Like if you have new people that you checked in, you have to type out the whole thing. On that second sheet, you got to add them to that after in order to use, so it comes up automatically next time.
Yeah. Go ahead, Greg. It sounded like you were trying to say something.
Oh, nothing important.
Ah, shit. Swiper, I just realized I was pointed down to the south. Whoops. I know. You have to take me out back and beat me. No, you know what I'm talking about, Screwdriver? Like if I start typing in Swiper, I'll go SWI and it'll come up with a suggestion, but if I hit enter, it just takes the SWI. Like I have to like highlight it to get it. So somehow I got to figure out how to make that so it goes a little smoother.
I think that if it updates, it's waiting for an update from Excel, from Microsoft, because one of my computers does it like that, and one of them does it completely different. And it's something to do with, like, if you have Microsoft Teams on there or whatever that's kind of linked to it. Like I said, my other one actually updated finally, and it works way better. This one that I have in here right now is doing the same thing that you were talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm using Google Sheets, so, you know, that's the really free version.
Yeah, and there may be a way to make it work. Yeah, I was trying to find some workarounds with my other cheap one, and it was it was working, but yeah, not great. And then if you didn't spell the name correctly, it wouldn't put in their location, and it was kind of a pain in the ass.
How's our signal tonight, Radio Man?
Yeah, I got you guys good. I think I marked you down at a S7. I mean, no changes that I'm aware of. Hearing you good, though.
Oh, that's good. Hey, how was the radio, the Knights of the Aurora? What actually was happening to the radio signal?
Oh, well, I don't really remember. I didn't really check the radio that night.
I was just wondering if they were totally wiped out or what.
I think it's been pretty dead because of it. I would have thought there would have been more skip, but it's been really quiet.
Yeah, that's what I heard too on the ham station. On Facebook anyway, everybody was saying everything was dead.
When I first got home, I actually checked 37 because I thought you might be there.
Yeah, I mean, we probably could have been. Friggin' Floyd.
There's a little bit of skip on 37, but not much.
Yeah, you're not, I only got one preamp on, so, yeah, I can hear you with one preamp on. You're not moving the meter, but it's working. You sound good. What antenna are you running now?
Oh, okay. I see Victor's still in there. Sorry I missed you earlier there, Victor, but hello.
Yeah, especially if you're local. You know, I know in all of my theories that I've ever done, a half wave, a 5/8 wave, 3/4 wave are all going to dominate a quarter wave antenna. For a skip, it can be a different situation because of the takeoff angle and all of that. But for any type of local, yeah. And then even going up from the half wave, like an Antron or Big Stick, to a 0.64 wave, 5/8 wave, you still see a couple dB jump in that. Roger. Yeah, it's definitely fun to play with, that's for sure. I actually, I don't know what changed over here and what happened, but my static just kind of went away on my beam and my other Omni, and I noticed this last weekend when I was talking at night, but the beam was working great, and I've been...
Yeah, I commented earlier, you'd said, hey, and I get busy during roll call, and I can't monitor the chat as much as I'd like to, but I am monitoring the chat now.
Next one.
Roger. Hey, I was just curious. How's this radio sound?
I think it sounds great over here.
Yeah, sounds good.
I hooked up that, yeah. No, different radio, just seeing how it sounds, that's all.
Good boy, sounded good up this way, Taz.
Hey, how you doing there, Paranoid?
Oh, we're doing very well.
Just my usual setup, just different radio.
That mixing board thing?
It's your usual setup, just a different radio. Well, then it's not your usual setup.
Well, it's the same mixing board, just different radio.
Seems to, it likes the sound of it.
No, it's that new Striker that I bought, that I finally took out of the box. I don't know.
Let's see if this works.
Striker that I bought, that I finally took out of the box.
I think the audio is a little low.
It was, but it still sounded good.
All right, hold on a second. Indulge me for a minute. I'm going to try this again.
Striker that I bought, that I finally took out of the box.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's got to go a little higher. The levels are a little different on sideband on the playback.
Yeah, the mic gain was turned down on the radio. Is that any better right there?
Yeah. No, you sound fine in my headphones, Taz. It's just I have to make a note when I do like an audio gate on sideband. I have to pump the level going back out up a little bit. So if it's sounding a little soft on your end, I could tell in my headphones it was a little soft.
No, I know. Actually, I just looked at the mic gain on the radio, and it was turned down for some reason because I had it covered. Maybe I moved it or something.
Oh, it's one of the cleanest radios I hear.
It's definitely loud, so I wouldn't. I didn't notice anything when you turned it up. I just noticed that it sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know if it had something to do with turning the AM down on the other one. It messed with sideband. That was before I figured out the antenna issue, so maybe I'll turn it back up to where I usually run the dead key on the amp, and it'll probably be all fine, the other one. Like, you know, the version 1.
We're being invaded by strikers.
Attack of the strikers.
I must be pretty well on frequency tonight.
Best I've heard you in a while.
I just kind of eyeballed it. Tuned everybody in and...
10-4 on the 149 Mobile.
The 149. Yeah, you know, if you don't touch your fine clarifier, and you know it's right where it hasn't moved, then your chorus should actually get you pretty damn close.
Oh, it's always the chorus that gets me fucked up, man.
Oh, yeah, you know, I definitely know it will, but, you know, if you... I mean, you can say don't move your chorus, but that's always the one that seems to change. So if you don't move your fine, that if you kind of tune people in for the chorus, your transmit should be on par with your receive, if that makes sense.
Okay. I have seen a clarifier mod for this fucking radio. How would I know if it's been done?
Usually, if your clarify mod's been done, it'll go more than one channel away, and it's usually way more to the left than the right, down than up. And your fine will actually change your transmit, and I hate it when people do that.
All right, so I'm just gonna turn my fine because I know if I touch that chorus knob, it'll be all fucked up. But here, I'll turn my fine down as I'm talking and tell me if it made any difference.
I'm pretty sure we tried it last time and it didn't, but yeah, go ahead.
I couldn't understand. You had to bring it back up just so I could fucking... No, apparently it hasn't been done.
Which is good.
Don't touch it. Leave it alone.
I wasn't... Oh, this thing I don't want to. The only thing on this 80 is I just want it fucking... I just want to try to align it a little bit better than it is. Or have somebody that knows how to fucking align it do a better job because, I don't know, I've seen some short ways to do the alignment and I've seen some long ways to do it according to the fucking, whatever the, I don't know what the hell they call that book.
Box it up, send it out.
What'd you say, Tasman? No, the Sam has a, I don't know what the Sam's manual there, they have a alignment procedure. There's like fucking 3 different ways to do it, I think.
No, I just said box it up, send it out. Somebody that's got the equipment to do it.
Have to remember to bring it when we go to the meetup. Maybe there'd be somebody there that's I don't know, we're here in the state that can take care of it. I have to remember to bring a lot of things. I have to take a lot of shit out of my car. taking my car because you ain't no fucking radio, so you suck.
What? He doesn't have a mobile?
No.
Son of a...
No place for an antenna.
To mount a fucking antenna. Like, the whole fucking roof of his car is glass.
Oh, we could put one in the fender or something.
You're gonna fucking just put a mag mount right in the middle of the fucking hood.
Yeah, my wife's car's got a pretty big sunroof in it, but there was just enough towards the back in the cargo area. There was some metal back there to attach a mag mount.
No, his has, like, not enough room between the front of it and the fucking edge of the windshield, and then it goes all the way to the back, and there ain't enough room to put a magnet back there either.
Oh, you get a ball and spring, you can put those right in the fender. They like it.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you put one on your wife's car, and then maybe we'll think about putting one on Tasman.
What's this? You got a turd in your pocket? I'm talking to Taz right now.
No, that's not happening.
Oh, man. You're no fun.
Both loads of fun. Just come hang out for a few hours. You'll find out.
I don't know. The way you said that didn't really sell it.
You guys can use 2 magnets.
Can't use 2 magnets on glass, honey.
Of course you can. You can use one on the bottom, one on the top.
That's right.
Can you put 100 watts through an on-glass antenna? I'm sure screwdrivers tried it.
I actually did. Well, it was a 100-watt amp, so it wasn't doing 100 watts. But I ran I ran a 2970 through one of them through the glass window mount when I was younger. What a piece of shit that was! Looked like a little cell phone antenna, but it didn't catch on fire.
Surprised it didn't make a hot spot in the tempered glass and make it fucking shatter.
Yeah, I mean, it still only got out like a half a mile, so I didn't go too far with it. But it was, I think I still have that antenna, actually. I think I peeled it off the glass, and I always thought, oh, well, you could stick it back on, put some super glue on it and mount it to some, another antenna or another glass or something.
If you had some of that, like, all that bodywork fucking hot glue, you could probably mount it back to the glass. The magnet's got to be grounded. Yeah, magnet to magnet through the glass wouldn't be anything if you sandwiched a piece of sheet metal in there somewhere with it, you might get something for a ground plane out of it.
And there goes the sunroof.
Well, it depends. I bet if you had a magnet with a coax hanging off it that was 9 feet to work as a counterpoise, you'd more have a core wave center fed dipole and not as much of a ground plane antenna on it.
Wow, can you imagine how freight that'd be going down the highway at 60, 70?
Oh, yeah, you know it's shattering as soon as you do anything.
Something else at hand here is that the guy does have more than one fucking vehicle.
Well, you know, I wouldn't have a mobile. I would not have a vehicle without a mobile. That's just me. But I do call myself the radio man after all. I would put if that was the case, then they make those. I was I was razzing Taz a little bit about the ball mount, but you could do like a fender mount up front. It's obviously going to be a compromise, but there's really nothing else you can do by the sounds of it. Yeah, I'd probably do like a fender mount up front, or do something on the bumper, and with like a center load type antenna or something. I don't know, but to each his own.
I I don't spend a lot of time in the vehicle. That's, you know what I mean? It's kind of pointless to me. I don't spend a lot of time, so it's just useless.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really either, but I like to fiddly fart with the radio. I mean, the most time I'm in the vehicle is if I'm going to camp, and it's not like I go to camp every week, so, but, shit, I mean, I got like a 5-minute commute. I talked to Screwdriver and Cobra and everyone else on my little 5-minute drive.
Yeah, but for me, it's not even a 5-minute drive. It's only like back out of the driveway, drive down the hill, park, I'm done. So what's the point?
Yeah, but when you and Maniac go out to get ice cream together, what's Maniac going to use for a radio?
Hey, Daz, you need to put a 102-inch whip on your tractor.
There we go. Yeah, headphone set. Hey, that's a thought, dude. Now you got me thinking.
10-4 on shoot and skip and cutting the grass.
Could always use a wireless mic. And yeah, since you're not going far.
Are they still making tractors out of metal? I know, like cars, it's getting hard to find metal on them.
Yeah, man.
You got the back window open so you can listen to the fucking equipment behind you, right?
Oh, that got really nasty that time.
Yeah, Maniac, you went right into the ditch.
Why, what happened?
I don't know, you were squealing. That transmission you were fine, but the one before that you were going...
What the fuck? Huh? Everything seems to be working, right?
Taz, sneak over there and let a gremlin go inside your radio?
Yeah, I tossed them out when I drove by.
I got some diamond drill bits. You can drill a hole right through the glass and put a 2-inch whip in it.
Ooh, I like it.
Hey, Paranoid.
Go ahead, Radio Man.
Did I hear you right? You're running an SB200?
SB220.
Ah, 220. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I'm hearing you a little stronger than usual tonight.
Yeah, I usually run it, but I don't normally quite run, well, I'm only doing 1,000 CEP.
Only 1,000.
Well, I mean, they could do 2, so I'm just loafing it along.
That has a pair of 500Zs in it, right?
That's a 10-4 on the 2 tubes.
Roger. I had one years ago. I liked it.
10-4. Well, I picked it up a while ago, and the guy that did all the work to finish it up for me told me it was up to 2,300, I think, on his bench.
Yeah, I don't know if I push it that hard, but I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's the max it would probably want to do with it. I won't put it that far.
All right, we were talking about antennas.
10-4 on Paranoid and the antenna.
Oh, I know Radio Man did it. I don't know if I sent a picture to Screwdriver or not. That big-ass fucking antenna I put on my car.
What'd you just do, Maniac? You reckon sounds like dog shit.
Haven't done anything.
Like a squeal or something in there.
I'm looking for it here. I'm looking at different shit.
Yeah, then sometimes it's great going away. Like that time you sounded fine.
Yeah, I was turning the mic gain on the radio down a little bit. trying to listen for it and look for it. I don't know.
All right, hello. Can you hear me now? Is that any different?
Still sounds good over here.
10-4. Just backed it down a little bit.
Oh, it sounds good there, Andy.
10-4. It's close 8,900 now.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice any difference, but yeah, I mean, up to 1,000, 1,500 is fine. You know, at least I've always found. You know, I always tell people, I'm like, it's a 500 Z2. That's plate dissipation. Any power out of it is probably going to be, well, on AM, half that. But on sideband, you can get that in a little bit more depending on the voltage that's on it.
Yeah, 10-4. It's about 3,600, I think.
I know, yeah, with ham type amps, I've never had great luck with them, like on AM. You know, I've had my Ameritron, I've had an SB220, I had a 221. I tried the Drake L4B. I thought that was going to be really cool because it had the deck and the power supply separately. I really wasn't impressed. I got the Kenwood 922 still, and I don't see any big power. I don't see the power out of them that people are showing online with a mono band purposely built amp, I guess.
Yeah, 10-4. This one's still got all my bands. It's really my ham amp, and it actually performs a little better there than it does on this band or even 10 meter. It does better on like 40, 20, and 40.
Oh, it's a great amp. Yeah, I'm a big 500Z fan. The fact that you can still buy them is a big plus.
You can still get them. The tubes that are in this one are the original tubes from back then. They were never really used. The guy who got it from had never completed the build.
Roger. Yeah, you know, I've been seeing some really good numbers with the Penta tubes. People have been loving them. You know, you can still get some iMac, whatever you want to call them, out there. I don't believe they're actually making them anymore. Penta makes a pretty nice brand new 500Z.
10-4, yeah, you get a rate at GX Engineering, Gigapods, ham radio outlets, they all sell them. Roger, roger, on 149 in the Mobile.
149, 149.
10-4 in Hebron. Sounds like up on that big hill again. Roger, roger, on the way home, gotta come down Center-Minded Hill Road.
Oh, there, hill hopping, huh?
Yeah, I could hear that guy in Hebron pretty good there for a minute.
Nice, there you go.
149, you get a grip on this one? Roger, roger, just wanted to finish working.
Screwdriver.
Yes, sir.
You see that ridiculous antenna I put on my car?
Did I see what now?
Have you seen that?
Have I seen what?
The ridiculous antenna I put on my car.
I have not. What are you running now?
Oh, I got a... Oh, what the fuck? It's made by Workman. I think it's called a Viper.
Oh, I had one of them. Does it actually have does it look like a snake head at the top of the coil?
Yeah, the coil's all kind of stamped or whatever up through, and then where it's mounted to the mast or to the center of the antenna, yeah, it's got a little snake head with little glow in the dark eyes.
Yeah, it actually looks like a snake. It's got scales on it and stuff. Yeah, I had a couple of those. I ran a pair of them on my truck for a little while.
I mounted one of those to the, I have a
Roger.
You see my car. When I brought that same fucking rack, I had that antenna, that super scanner. I brought that fucking thing over on my car.
Heck yeah.
Well, on that front rack, I don't know, it has a fucking aerofoil kind of shaped like a snowboard.
Yeah, I got a big open coil thing I've been thinking about putting on my truck just to try out, but you know, I don't really have the proper way to mount it to where it's not going to break off. So I'm like, I don't know.
I had just a 5x5 square. I don't know, it must be, it's gonna be, it's gonna be 16 gauge or better, stainless steel.
I was gonna put it behind the truck cab, right on the bed rail, on the center of the bed rail, but I don't like that. It's just below the actual roof line, and I don't know. I'm gonna try it one of these days just to see, but I don't think it's gonna work that amazing. You know, being down 3 feet below the roof.
Right. I had a Ford Ranger back in the day, and I used just a piece of angle iron and a 1-inch square tube, and it was a pain in the fucking ass to put the nuts on it. But I mounted it on the inside of the bed, but I just put 2 1/4-inch fucking bolts through it, 1/4-20 bolts through it, and I nutted that motherfucker somehow. I ran the nuts in there on a magnet or something, and I made it so it was right in the center, just as high as the roof, and I ran I still have it. It's Wilson 2000 center load, but I don't have the right whip for it. I lost the whip for it. But I know I just need to make, I know how long it is. Just make it as long as a fucking regular Wilson 1000.
Hey guys, gotta say good night. I got an early meeting in the morning. So everybody have a wonderful night.
Good evening, right, Steve.
God damn them early meetings. I hate those.
Right?
Yeah, good evening, right, Steve. Have a good night, and too bad you get the early meeting.
Hey, Rice T.
Yeah.
I drive through there all the time. You can't see her place from riding by on Main Street, can you, on 202?
Yeah, you can if I turn my lights on.
Oh, I'm not riding by there right now. I usually ride by there at work during the day. I didn't know. I always look for your antenna up there somewhere. I always got my eye in the sky for antennas even whether I'm driving or if I'm riding.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you'll see us with the new buildings, but usually in the winter when we have our lights on, everybody can see my trees. They're pretty big and they're lit up.
Oh, 10-4. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. All right, well, I'll let you off. See you later.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night, Rice T. Thanks for stopping by, and Andy.
Oh, you're on, yeah. Have a good night.
Rice T and Andy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I keyed with somebody. Sorry. Have a good night.
Are they still running a quarter wave over there?
I think they told me a while back they got an Amtron.
And more.
No, we always talk about the old 102-inch whip. I don't know, the screwdriver, if you compare that antenna. I don't want to compare it to a 102-inch whip because I don't know, it doesn't perform. I think it does moving, it outperforms it, but standing still it doesn't.
I mean, it's hard to beat a 102-inch whip on the Mobile. That's the reality of it. I know there's some people that say, you know, this antenna's better, this is more efficient, but I don't know. Antenna theory tells me that I have a hard time believing that anything is more efficient than a quarter wave antenna that has a natural impedance, if I want to say like 38 ohms or 42 ohms, something like that. No coils, no nothing. So I think they're going to be hard to beat. You know, being what they are, it's realistically what every antenna is based off on every band. It's always, I mean, I say quarter wave. It's based off a half wave dipole, a quarter wave dipole, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's hard to beat. I don't know of a mobile antenna that can touch it. I mean, there's some close calls, but mounted in the same location on a vehicle, I think a 102-inch whip is always going to win, hands down.
Oh, yeah, if you had a fucking Suburban or a fucking van, and you had that thing mounted on a ball or something right in the middle. But here, let me ask you that, like, even on a ball, have you seen these? Oh, it's like a 12-inch adapter. Like, you cut your fucking 102-inch whip, cut the stud right off of that thing, and they make this stud adapter where you can actually adjust. Now you can actually adjust. If you don't have a good match, you can adjust your fucking antenna.
Now, they're meant to get it closer towards the lower section of this band and, you know, closer to 108 inches, which 106 to 108 is realistically the real resonance around here. They were technically designed to have a 102-inch whip and a 6-inch ball. Is the old school from the 70s, but you'd have to do the math. I don't remember exactly what it is. And yeah, they make the sturdy ones that actually you can adjust, so you can cut down a whip. There's different ways. Overall, if the length is the length, it is what it is.
I have a fucking antenna that looks, you grab a hold of the bottom of it and you're like, oh, here's an old, and it's got a massive stud on it, and it's, I don't know, I say it, the stud, it's probably 2 inches tall, but it's like it has the same 3/8 fucking stud, but the nut is huge. And my dad told me he used to run that on a ball, had that on the, whether it was on the roof.
Oh, that's fucking brutal to listen to.
It was a fucking Pinto wagon.
Terrible, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know what you got going on, Maniac. It comes and goes, but that thing is horrendous to listen to. I can't even stand listening to it, and I don't believe it's just me. You definitely got that squeal coming in there with you. It's more than me saying you got a hum. It's brutal.
Mike sucks to begin with. Even when it's working, it don't sound good.
Oh, what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe the battery in my mic's going dead.
Don't hold back, Swiper.
People are getting upset because I'm telling them they're making noises, but that's past something that I can just deal with. Yeah, I don't know, Regal. I've been trying to be good lately. My hearing is off and a little, I don't know, it's weird. So, you know, lately I've just been, if something's bothering me, I'll actually just shut the damn radio off instead of being confrontational and telling people they sound like crap. But that sounds bad enough. I had to say something.
Well, you know, I've always known.
Sunday, drinking tea with the Stitch and Bitch crew. And yeah, I could have listened to that much longer.
You know, you say something, and you sort of, you know, say it wholeheartedly or whatever, but they want to do something bad or whatever. And you ignore it a little bit longer, and you say something again. Oh, now we're going to add a little more sense to the file. And they just don't do nothing about it at all. Now you're going to say, okay, you got to walk away from this. I'm going to go off and fucking cannonball, and somebody's not going to like it.
Stop picking on me.
It's not all you. It's just don't take the hit. If you mentioned it before, and it sounds like you have, and nothing was done about it, well, you've done your shit.
Well, there, we try this, Mike. How's that one?
That was kind of what out the debit air cards. Find out if you separate the men from the boys, I say. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. You know how it is, Regal. And you know, like, I would hope somebody tells me I sound like crap. Now, granted, if it's like old radio night or somebody tells me I sound like crap and I say, well, this is the only thing I got here to run right now, that's a different story. I'm going to deal with it or I'm going to shut it off. But, you know, I'd like to try to fix whatever I got going on so I can sound, I mean, maybe not amazing. Like, I don't know how I sound tonight, but nobody's told me it sounds bad enough for me to change it yet. But it happens. Yeah, that sounded a little better, Maniac. I mean, it's still off frequency a little bit, but we won't fuck with that. It's just weird. It kind of gets a squeal in there, but it's like a scratchy squeal. It's really, it's hard to explain, but it's not awesome.
Do you suppose it's the radio, or could it be the amplifier?
That sounded good right there. I mean, off frequency, but good. Yeah, I mean, I think it was almost like if you ran another ground from the mic to the chassis of the radio or the ground in it. But it just, you know, maybe if you moved the mic like an inch different from the spot it was sitting in, it would make a difference. It kind of had that like almost RF type of a squealy feedback.
All right, well, I switched microphones. I don't know, I pulled the battery out of it, and I give it a tongue test, and it feels a little low on voltage, so it could be the battery and that microphone was dying.
Probably all the little radios he's squishing.
Yeah, I mean, you're a little low on frequency. You could come up just a tad, but like I said, it's way easy to overshoot that thing, so I'm not really concerned about that.
All right, well, I mean, I turned my amp off. That's for one, so I don't know. And I don't know, it could be getting fucking warm. It doesn't feel very warm, but...
It's funny, because I know being off frequency bothers some people, and that's one of the things that doesn't bother me. I don't mind you sounding like a chipmunk if I know who you are. I know not everybody can be exactly on. It's not going to happen with this big of a group. So, like, that's one thing that don't bother me. And I know people that are like, oh, man, that's so annoying. And for some reason, that doesn't really concern me.
Well, listen, it could be to the point where it wants to be tweaked a little bit. I mean, it's definitely
changed microphones
from where I started, and it started really good, you know.
Yeah, that one definitely sounds better.
Play with the knob a little bit.
Man, I wish you guys' receive would get better so you stop keying up with them.
Shut the fuck up for a minute.
Sorry.
No, I think Maniac I don't know what Maniac has to receive, because it seems like Maniac, you've keyed up over about 5 people in the last 5 minutes that you can't hear.
All right, well, I'll back it down and just let everybody go at it for a while then.
Oh, I haven't heard your radio, man, in quite a while. Where'd you go?
Got you there, probably.
How you doing tonight there, Swiper?
I'm good. I was just listening to those guys talk up there, though. I don't know if you can't hear them.
See, that's my luck. I say something to Maniac, and then he gets pissy and shuts up, and then nobody actually talks. And it's like, fuck.
Well, no, I'm not pissy and shut up. I don't know. I will tell you what you just said. I mean, this is the radio that I have, so, I mean, I have other radios that are on sideband, but not on this fucking channel.
I'm here at 029.
No, there was something that was going on. Every once in a while. It wasn't every time, but, you know, there was something going on. Probably the mic.
Yeah, you sound great. Well, I would say great, but you sound good now. As far as your audio goes, if I tune you in a little bit down on frequency, you sound perfect. So your audio and everything is 100% better.
I agree. I tuned him in. He sounds great when you tune him in.
All right, well, I'll turn the fucking amplifier back. I switched microphones, so that's good. I'll turn the fucking amplifier back on.
Do you dare to touch your clarifier at all? If you dare to touch it and you think you can limit it, if you kind of tweak it up just a little bit.
There, I
think it's the amp.
Yeah, you might be doing something wonky with your amp there. It sounded a little weird, like it was, it almost sounded underdriven to me, but it sounded weird.
All right, I turned the amp back off.
That sounds pretty good right there.
Turn the RF power. Oh, is that on sideband? Does my RF power actually do anything on my radio?
Didn't do anything on my 80.
I mean, on sideband, I mean, that's...
Some radios you cannot adjust on sideband power. It really depends. If it's been modded, a lot of the times your RF power does absolutely nothing on sideband.
Because I do that, like, if I know I'm going to talk on my amp, like, I can't, like, I turned the radio wide open right now, but if I'm going to talk on my amp, I always turn the motherfucker down.
Yeah, you might be able to keep it all the way up, but, yeah, I mean, I would actually say if you can, I would tweak that clarifier up just a little bit more.
I think...
A little bit more, Mr. Floyd says.
On my 80, I ended up wedging like a toothpick behind the knob, so it was really hard to turn, and I would just barely nudge it a little bit.
I think everybody doubled.
You're right up there until you snap the fucking knob right out of the radio. There you go.
Oh, I just made a big glass of chocolate milk.
Oh, 10-4 and the Gorilla Milk.
How's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I would say you might have went a little too much, but it sounds 100% better to me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch it because I think you're going to be in that tough spot of going back and forth.
Yeah, it's starting to get my nose is starting to get quite a bit separated here.
Don't touch it. Leave it alone.
Fine, I'll touch it if I want.
Well, there, I just run it barefoot. I'll leave that amplifier off, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty damn close looking on the pan adapter.
Rigo, you've been touching it too much. You already had a kid. Stop touching it.
You know, I was told if you touch it too much, you'll go blind.
It could also go off accidentally.
That's why you go blind. It hits you in the eye.
Oh, man, I need to go see the eye doctor, too. Maybe that's what's happening. Son of a, you guys figuring things out for me. Wow.
I know my eyesight's been getting worse and worse, and I'll tell you, maybe there was some truth behind this whole you'll go blind thing.
Have that shit snipped, and you can shoot blanks all you want. There you go.
Oh man, I had that done. I don't advise doing any tractor work after you have it done, though.
You gotta wait for the swelling to go down first.
Oh, better fucking solution than that.
Got some fucking bands we can put on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got a band and fucking band strap. Oh, that fucking, oh yeah.
That's operated on a year and a half, 2 years ago. That's what made me have a kid. Fucking made things healthy again down there. Things up there. That wasn't good. I should have never done that.
See what happens?
What they call a spermacell or whatever. Fucking growth on the side of my fucking thigh. And yeah, they fucking removed that thing, and yeah, I get my old lady pregnant.
They injected you with some superhuman steroid.
I'm on steroids now with the chemo and stuff, but I was outside getting bit by fucking mosquitoes. I told my boys, I can get inside. These mosquitoes are eating fucking steroids. They're gonna come back like Kung Fu there. Fucking shoot somebody up there.
Yeah, there we go. There's the start of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shit.
Fuck yeah, you see them flying around with shields and swords, man. You wanna watch out.
The mutants.
Oh, this battery has to be good.
That situation I I put up the other day, me and my boy, it was fucking funny. It's a doctor who's looking at that. I got to take a picture and post it online so you guys can all have a good laugh.
Well, it had to have been the battery in that microphone.
You never know.
It says March of 2022 on it.
Is that a battery you stole from me?
Yeah, one of them Duracell Pro Cells, one of them yellow bastards. This is not for retail trade.
Yeah, that was one of the old ones. The original ones I bought. Those other Duracell Pro Cells, I don't know. They're not outdated yet, but they still work.
Yeah, you had some other ones before these that them fucking things lasted forever. Yeah, I'll have to grab that other microphone. Not this one, but the other D104 I got up there and take the battery back out of that. The one I got wired to the fucking Craco. I got a bunch of others in there talking to Rigo.
That thing sounds a whole lot better now, Maniac.
I was wondering if anybody else was hearing them guys talk. I'm like, everybody's ignoring them, I guess.
Oh, Swiper, get things under control here.
I kind of got the feeling that we were talking, but nobody was bothering one another. Those guys were talking up there, and we were talking down here, but nobody wasn't bothering nobody.
I honestly couldn't make heads or tails of what was going on. If it was two separate conversations or it was one, I couldn't figure it out.
I've had about 3 conversations, different people, 6 different people talking to each other.
Is it just me, or is Regal like one of those record players when you turn the speed up? I feel like he's talking faster than normal.
Me?
Yeah, you sound like you're talking really fast, like you're lit up tonight. You're fired out of a cannon.
Yeah, a little wired tonight on my steroids, so sorry. I got a little energy to burn.
I was gonna say, holy shit, what the hell's Regal on tonight? But all right, yeah, steroids.
Christ, I like to have what he's having.
I'm fucking feeling great, man. Don't do nothing. Don't change nothing. I'm feeling awesome. Fucking, I'm ready to run a marathon. This cat's ready, man. We're going.
Man, how do we get some of them steroids?
Don't do it the way he's doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, Rigo, Pipeline was wondering if you can hear him.
He might be one of them ones up here and just flying away. I got a couple people I could hear barely down in there. I don't know exactly who they are or whatever, but I got pretty good receiver on this radio here, but I can't quite pull it out. And as of today, this antenna's up, I don't know, 35, 40 feet. I ain't much more than 10 feet lower than what I had to see at this point right now.
I thought you might have made a change over there. I thought your signal had gone up.
Yes, Mr. Picture made a visit out here the other day, picked me down a little care package, just some piping and some guide wires and some ground tie-downs and what have you there. And my boy come down tonight, it was his birthday, and he talked my boy into spending an hour or so with me, pieces of piping together, and yeah. We stood up a fiddlestick, wet weenie noodle, and it looks like Dr. Seuss' catamaran house on a hill swinging sideways up there. I don't take a picture of it, put it online tomorrow. You guys all get a kick out of it, but I got to straighten it out with the guy. He was chewing us up, and he had to go home, so yeah. It's the crookedest straight antenna I think I ever said. It's the kind of tornado. You just look at it wrong and it bends, you know?
You still running that same old tornado? That's awesome.
Well, I put up out here for backup because my antenna snapped in the tube ball. That's what I've been running.
I said that thing bent on me. That was above. That thing was about 75 feet in the air in my house. I had my 50-foot tower, and I literally had, I want to say, about 30 feet of mast pipe above it, give or take 25. It was a 22 footer, and I had it pushed up off the top and strapped to my beam. So the antenna was about 15 feet above my beam, and it bent. And I fucking cut that thing down. I took a sawzall and I cut it, and I watched it drop to the ground.
Well, I got shield radios and two regular standard radios in the ground plane section of it. Because a couple of them got walked out there last time it hit the ground itself. So I just brought me some down, but it was only at half pieces of the radio. It was only half what the radio needed. So I put those in there for reflection points or whatever, and they're working. I got two shorty, two long ground radios and the Tornado. As straight as I could straighten it back out again this round. And yeah, I'm running good match. Things working. It's ugly as fuck, so, you know, looking at ugly as shit, but it's working.
Oh, I like its owner.
Working good.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I need a D104 with a foot pedal.
Yeah, like I said, they're great working antennas. I love them. That's why I ended up buying the other one I got, because I ran that one and I fell in love. That antenna, being that far above my 8-element beam, gave people the same exact signal as my 8-element beam. And I completely changed my mind in my last location. Obviously, I was in a big hole, so every bit of elevation helped. But it completely changed my mind on my beam.
Hey, Rigo.
Yeah, good.
Send me a picture to my phone so I can see it.
I didn't take a picture earlier. It's too dark out there now. I'll never get a picture of it. I'll have to wait until daylight, but I'll send it to you tomorrow during the daylight.
Roger. Thank you.
Hey, Pipeline, I got a copy on you. Yeah, I moved the beam up your way. I try to stay on the Omni because there's so many people on. Everyone's in different directions, so... But yeah, it's kind of quieted down now, so I switched over to the beam. Yeah, I got you about an S3 over here. I can hear you just fine. There's been a few, that guy Joey Cheesecake, he's down in Epping, and I guess he got help. He got a better antenna. He got someone help him put it up higher, and I can hear Joey Cheesecake now in Epping, which is pretty good. Yeah, there's a couple guys down there. There's Gonzo, there's Red Dragon, there's Cyclops, there's Mike 333. There's Joey Cheesecake. I can hear just about all of them. I'd have to look. There's only like one or two that I can't hear. But the guy, Joey Cheesecake, yeah, it's good. A few of these guys get on and they can't get through, and, they go back to the drawing board. They either crank, kind of like you did, either crank the antenna up, get a better antenna, get a little power, I'll copy that. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad to see people on here are trying things, If people are just getting out of their comfort zone a little bit and they're trying things, either building antennas or, trying to learn how to put the connectors on and, or like that. Like I said, I was using that example, that guy, Joey Cheesecake. I've been talking to him offline and on Messenger, he's been asking questions, and he got some help. I've never met the guy. He got some help. Someone, he sent me a message. He said, yeah, they helped me put the antenna up. I saw he posted online on the New Hampshire group, his antenna. So, you know, I'm glad to see people are trying to get their signal heard.
Gonna go phase them.
Yeah, I haven't seen Junkie's design, but yeah, I was just curious. As long as you were running, you don't need a PVC separator on it. You can use metal. But anyway, you know, if you want to just use a regular piece of pipe in between them, you don't have to use PVC. But no, that should that'll work good. It'll be a directional antenna or bidirectional, not actually directional. Truthfully, you get more gain out of it if you set it up feeding one of them and using it as a director and a 2-element beam. But it is still kind of fun. It will be bidirectional, having them 2 co-phase like that.
Yeah, well, I just want to see what's going to happen with it here. It's going to be like a north-south or west-like directional sort of thing, I guess, is what I understand. So, but, no, I'm just kind of curious there if I'll be heard any better or not. And the only reason why I'm going PVC, I think it's going to be a hair lighter. And I need all the lightness that I can get because I'm at the Antron by myself there trying to hold it down. Trap it at the same time is a little bit of a chore.
Yeah, it definitely will be lighter, and it actually is a little better for it, not having metal in between. But it would be very negotiable what you would see for a difference. Yeah, I mean, it should definitely work. It'll be bidirectional. Probably going to tell you your Antron's still probably going to do better. But, yeah, it's a good experiment, you know. You never know. And especially for a skip, you know, you aim it kind of, you know, west-east or whatever, and you got across the pond and you got west. You're going to do a little better.
Yeah, roger that. And so, no, it's just, like I said, I don't know. I love just tinkering around. I think I like the tinkering more than I do sometimes broadcasting, believe it or not.
Oh, I gotta love it.
Oh, I do. I love playing with it. Well, yeah, exactly. I love playing with it more than I do talking. And you see how much I love talking too. But another thing that you could look into if you really wanted to get into it, and this is a little bit harder. I mean, to co-phase 2 of them, all you need is a couple of lengths of 75 ohm coax or some 33 ohm coax and a matching stop. And there's a few different ways to do it. But if you wanted to look into making it more of like a beam without it being a beam, you can do what they call a HUD setup or you know, bounce back setup, or you can run them out of phase from each other. So you need different length coaxes feeding them, and you run the front one 90 degrees out of phase. That's what they do in them big shootouts.
Okay. Well, now, let me ask you this. Now, we're listening to you. They make several different 75 ohm coax rings. Now, the one that I was planning to use is a 9-footer. Then they make it so you can get 12-footers, and then there's an 18-footer. Now, the 18-footer, I was under the impression of you want them in red halfway that you're trying to co-phase. So, I don't know. Now, the 12-footer is kind of like, when the hell does that come into play?
I got one of each for you. When you come down and pick up the PVC pipe, I'll let you use one.
Is that Mr. Moore out there? I don't know. What's your 20?
Stand by, he's talking.
Yeah, we do have a couple people that are yelling for you, Pipeline, so I'll let them get back to you, but we'll definitely talk some more on it. Realistically, it doesn't... None of those lengths are real lengths. That's the unfortunate part. Those are all like truck stop, commercially bought things. It's not a quarter wave. It doesn't matter what you're actually feeding, whether it's the quarter wave, half wave antenna, whatever. That's just the typical 3-foot increments that everybody talks about, 3, 6, 9, 12, 18. So that's all that is. Realistically, it doesn't take into account velocity factor, so it's not even a real length. But as long as both of them are exactly the same, it will be fed out of phase, but as long as they're both phased exactly the same, you'll be just fine, so it won't matter. Maniac is yelling for you over there in Wyndham. We'll let Maniac try their pipeline.
I do. What is your actual 20 up there?
I hear it in there, but it's so fine in my static that I can't quite tell what you're saying, my friend. I'm sorry.
Maniac, turn your power back on. I can turn it back on. We're going to turn the power supply back on. I can't guarantee it's going to sound that great. Is this Mr. Moore? I see you on Facebook a lot, on the Maine CV page. 10-4. What is your actual 20? 10-4. No, I like, I don't know, you're very ambitious. I applaud your ambition and all this antenna science that you've tried.
Science.
You're pretty low. I gotta turn my volume up pretty good to catch you, but no, you're doing great, man. I applaud your ambition. You're doing great, dude. Thanks for the QSO. My noise level come in there and kind of wiped you out there. I'll be on the side here. I'm listening. I'll let free the channel back up for the rest of these guys. Temple, Maniac, Wyndham out.
Yeah, I gotta love it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There you go. Take it away there, Victor.
And God bless America.
Screwdriver. I did get that SDR, but I'm not setting it up tonight.
No, Roger.
Uh-oh, Taz bought something new.
Whatever it is. But I took a picture of it with a little tiny antenna shit.
Yeah, the little antennas are not going to get you much. They're pretty useless, but yeah. Yeah, Taz loves buying new toys to play with. We like it.
What the fuck, man?
What do you mean, what the fuck? Go to work.
Hey, you ain't wrong.
Hey, man, I seen guys talk skip on them things. If fucking things tuned right, it worked good.
Turn your amp back off.
I got one.
No, it's not the SDR Play, but it's that, you know, the one you told me to get. Well, not, you didn't tell me to get, but...
Yeah, it is.
Self-destruct sequence will initiate in 60 seconds.
Fucking guy probably picked the serial number on it for you.
Whoa.
I don't see the problem with that.
What SDR did you get?
My shit.
You got what would you say, a dongle, a NULAC, or it's one of the dongles I got over here that actually works well.
Huh. I got to get one for my tablet when I'm using it on the road. Or, well, I shouldn't say on the road, but, you know, when I'm using it away from the radio room, the RTL SDR is NULAC, huh? The RTL SDR is not very good. It leaves a lot to be desired.
The only thing I didn't like about mine, it was a little bit harder to get the drivers on the computer. I've had some other ones that just plugged in and were really just plug and play. This one didn't seem to want to boot right up. It does get hot. You know, when you run them, they do get warm. That is for sure. But yeah, I used it. I don't remember if you ever seen when I was fucking around, but I put the screen that I had in front of the speaker on my turbo, and I turned my turbo into looking like that wannabe thing that was online with the turbo with the big spectrum. So you had the spectrum right on the side of it. It was kind of cool. But I can use it like on my phone. I use a little antenna on my phone to track down noises and static levels and shit.
So I'm just kind of curious. Did you get the NESDR? Pronounce NESDR? Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Is that what you got?
Yeah, it's a NESDR Smart.
Okay, no, I was just looking it up online. I was just kind of curious because I want to get another one for so Screwdriver, you're using one of these and you say it works pretty good?
Yeah, I didn't really see any difference between that and the SDR Play as far as the operation-wise and what they sounded like or anything.
Huh. Yeah, because they're saying it's based on, it looks like they're saying it's based on the same chip. And the thing that I'm finding is that the RTL SDR does not work on the CB band worth a rip. And it's leaves a lot to be desired on the HF bands.
Yeah, they pretty much all have the same chip, is what I've found. And, you know, they're all like 0.5 ppm stable, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, like I said, I see a lot of them that are only good from like 25 megahertz up. Some of them will even say 30. But even the 25 megahertz up, I've had good luck below it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking at mine right now in my hand, the NESDR Smart. It says whatever new elect on the side, and yeah, it's just a little square dongle. Yeah, works well enough.
Yeah, no, I'm not like doubting or trying to argue. I just kind of, I was kind of had my eyes on an RSP-1A, and I mean, I wouldn't mind getting something cheaper as long as it works okay. Because an RSP-1A is still like $120.
Yeah, I mean, personally, it's the same thing inside. The RSP-1A is just more of like a bigger name brand. You know, I had bought a cheap, knockoff one. I know Swiper had a couple of them, and Cobra has one. And the cheap knockoffs were great, except for the fact that they get really hot, which seems to be pretty common with all of them. But besides the fact that they get hot, they work well. And, like I said, I get a couple of those OTG dongles that plug into your whatever. I got mine on a tablet, and I also have it on a cell phone, and it works good.
My jungling, I like to play with my jungling.
Yes, sir.
What kind of bandwidth do you get out of them?
That's mostly software dependent, but I tend to, I always keep mine at 2 megahertz. Most of my laptops or anything, I go further than 2 megahertz. It gets real choppy. You probably go 4 or 6, no problem. But I tried to go out to 10, and it's just too much.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, anything more than 2 megahertz is, I don't need to. It depends what I'm doing, but I looked up a description of it online, and they do claim, they say that this is the best performing low-cost RTL SDR available anywhere compared to the RTL SDR V3, which is what I have. 15 dB signal-to-noise ratio improvement on HF, 6 dB on VHF, UHF. So they are claiming that it is better. Because I have the RTL SDR V3, and I think you saw I was using my tablet in the truck, just playing around, if I went somewhere and I wanted to set up a radio, and I tried using that RTL SDR, and I don't know, either I'm spoiled or what, but it really was a disappointment.
Yeah, I don't know what you have for, I don't know what that is, but, I mean, I've used my Hack RF, I've used my Hack RF was my biggest disappointment, I'm not going to lie. I got an SDR play here of Swipers, and that works really well. I don't necessarily think it does anything. It has some more features than this does. Obviously this little dongle is just a, here you go. It's a dongle is one antenna. You can't switch antennas. I doubt it has like any internal muting or anything like that. But, for what it is, it works really well.
Screwdriver, you're sounding horrible. About time somebody said something.
All right, is that better? That's because I just plugged in the SDR dongle just to fuck around with it.
Yes, much better. Yeah, you can still turn it down a little more.
Dongle sticking anywhere you want.
Yeah, I just happened to plug it in, and like I said, the volume wasn't muted on the software, so I guarantee it was going back out through, kind of like when the radio man gets his echo sometimes because he forgets to mute it or it doesn't mute it fast enough. I guarantee that's what I was doing too. It wasn't fast enough on it.
Do you notice I don't have that issue like I used to?
Yeah, so you got that one button hooked up to everything?
Yeah, the old space bar.
Oh, almost sounds a little crunchy.
I sound a little crunchy?
No, Screwdriver does. I mean, Everybody else was nice and clean on my speaker. Bob's all crunchy.
Oh man, I hate it when I'm crunchy. See, now I'm watching myself on the FDR just 'cause I was curious. Do I sound crunchy or do I just have odd audio? And was it only the last 5 minutes?
No, it's been that way. I don't know. It's always like that.
It's possible. I got my transmitter set up to transmit pretty wide right now, so I could be wider than would be like for your receiver. But if I sound like shit, I can definitely fuck with stuff.
No, you sound fine now.
Sounds good over here, Screwdriver.
Roger. Yeah, I just happen to like that. Right now I'm just looking at that FDR and watching whatever for signals.
I think it's just a closeness type ratio.
Well, and I do know I am running it more bassy. Obviously, I have had a couple people say they didn't even know it was me. So I know I'm going through the studio mic through the computer, so I'm sure I got a little bit more bass than normal. No trouble.
You guys are doing good ignoring me. Just keep going.
Oh, it's good stuff, Regal. Good stuff.
Yes. You know how it is from the guy who used to spin the desk. You gotta throw it in there.
Do you think you'll be able to make it to the meet coming up in a couple of weeks, or what do you think?
I'm hoping to maybe appearance there. I know I said the last round or two, but I'm hoping to make an appearance. I know where that place is. I've beaten them many times myself. So I know exactly where you guys go.
Well, you're doing better than me, because I don't even know how the fuck to get there except to head north.
It's pretty easy to find. If you find the Big Apple on the main thoroughfare, just ask me where Midway is. You'll point right across the street and show you.
Roger. Radio man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just seeing how much I could actually hear you with this little telescopic 6-inch antenna plugged in the side of this thing.
Oh, here, I'll give you a little bit more signal. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, no, I was just looking at that little Newelec online. I don't know, looks like they're like $30. For $30, I would try one. If it had better performance than that RTL, then I would go with it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what you have for a dongle right now that you tried, but I've seen all kinds of different ones, and I haven't necessarily seen a big difference between them.
Well, what I have is it's actually called RTL SDR V3. It's a silver case. It's a USB stick. It's based on it's literally called an RTL SDR. I don't know if you're familiar with that one. They're like $25.
So who's playing with who? 6-inch dongle? That's what I want to know.
Oh man, see how they are?
If you keep playing with it, it'll get bigger.
I don't know, it sounds like a lot of dongle dingling to me.
You can leave my dongle alone.
But anyways, that's the one I have, and I tried using it, and it like CB band, it's useless. Like, it gets so much images from the broadcast band, and then on HF it just doesn't pick up for shit. And the bandwidth is like super limited on it. It looks like these Newelecs advertise a little bit more bandwidth.
Sounds like it was well worth $25 then.
I do know I've heard a lot of people having to use a notch filter for the FM band, especially in like our case, living close. Hell, Doug will bitch about LAM, or not LAM, 99.9, whatever the hell this tower is out back here. I guess that annihilates him on some HF bands, like he hears it. So, yeah, they do make this little filter you can put in line with the receive. It's just, SMA connectors. I know I have one. I don't use it because I've never had an issue, but it will take out the broadcast band and take it way down. I don't know what it is, 30 dB or something, which, if you're trying to listen to the broadcast band, could be a concern, but if you're listening to this band, will help out tremendously.
Never rolled into 295 going into Portland as a fucking radio Christian tower right there going in town by Tukey's Bridge to take out WBLM right out of your radio?
Yeah, it's gotta love it, right?
Yes, they need a notch filtration there. See, because it happens. AM taking out FM radio, that's bad.
Who is that you're talking to, Screwdriver?
That would be Regal.
M4. He ever used to be over in Limerick area?
I don't think so. Regal, do you ever live near Limerick?
No, I used to party down that way. Why, somebody know me? I don't dare ask.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, no, Limerick. Yeah, he lived in Lewiston for quite a while, Lisbon, places like that.
Well, he kind of sounds like somebody I used to talk to over in Limerick. I can't remember his fucking handle though.
I used to work with that white fellas lived down there in Wilmington and such down there in that neck of the woods.
Roger. Yeah, I don't know. Radium, what were you using? SDR++? Is that what you're using for a program on your phone or whatever?
On my tablet, I was using, SDR++, but I pretty much use an SDR console, but I have them both on my computer.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. Like, I don't think there was an SDR console for my phone or my laptop, or my tablet. If you're using a computer, obviously that's completely different, but I don't believe you could get it for anything else. The only one I got a really good picture on my phone was it SDR Touch? I think that worked well, but they wanted you to pay for it. Like, you only had like a 60-second or 90-second window for free, and you could still use it, but you wouldn't have the spectrum up. And the SDR++, I tried, and it was just something about it that, I don't know, on my phone it wasn't user-friendly to try to get it up and operational.
Sure that wasn't Bangkok's website?
Yes, that too. I have yet to actually use it, link to my phone from my house. My brother-in-law did that a few years back, and I thought that was cool. And I have yet to, he had his running through a Raspberry Pi and at his house, at the server, and then he would listen through his phone. He could listen to everything through his base antenna at home through his phone anywhere. I never quite got that to work right. I tried it, and I didn't try it long. I think I got frustrated, and I said, fuck this. funny. I'm seeing some shit that looks like digital on 26360 right now on this thing with that little antenna. I don't know what's causing that noise to come in here, but it's a straight line like it would be almost a digital mode, you know, but it's off and on. It's kind of weird.
Anyway, starting to eject single wave in the small images.
That's the downfall. I can't turn my volume up on the computer because then it comes over my, it comes out, my output is out here. I don't have speakers on the computer to listen because my output just comes out to go into this radio. So it's like, I don't know what's going on. Floyd.
Smoking a doobie.
All right, you guys still listening on the internet? I'm going to get ready to shut it down here and call it a night. So thanks for stopping by.
Amen, Bill. Amen.
All right, guys, I'm going to get ready to shut it down here.
Shut her down.
Yeah, it's past my bedtime. Let me try something, see if it works here. I got something new for you, Screwdriver. Let's try this out. Let's see what happens.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.
No, you're going to stop in between the sheets and make some cream cheese.
Yeah.
Did that actually come through okay?
Oh, it got it.
Oh, well, I keyed on you. What was that?
I said it sounded a little choppy. We got it, but it, you know, I think it might have had too many pauses for a sideband to keep it in the, you know, the sweet spot of the audio.
You know what? You're probably right, because that guy speaking really slow. So that makes sense.
He definitely could hear it and knew what you were saying, so he knew what they were saying. So, yes.
All right, I was just playing around with the new one. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
On the flip side.
Later, Regal. Yeah, later. Thanks for everyone who stopped by on the internet stream, too. We're going to shut that down, too.
Yeah, to hell with them internet fuckers.
Yeah, damn internet fuckers.
I think I'm probably out real quick and I'll be right back. I drove.
Yeah, what you said.
A little bit of time.